Right, let's move. So let's start with heels underneath hips, unless you're sitting down, in which case it's feet underneath knees. Soften the knees and tilt pubic bone to nose and pubic bone down to toes. Nice and gentle. Good morning, Rachel. And we've got Michelle joining at some point as well. I've got an uplifting track today. Yeah. And then bring your pelvis to somewhere in the middle as we circle the shoulders. Taking deep breaths. Well done, Sahira, you got up.
Oh, it's lovely music.
Oh, that's amazing. It's euphoric, uplifting tracks. And then relax your shoulders. We're going to draw a figure of 8 with the nose. Deep breaths. And then bring your heads back to neutral as we go into sexy heel raises.
Well, what's sexy about them?
So we're going to send the hip to the side as we do it. We're going to go, ooh, like we're on a catwalk. Here we go. Very similar if you're sitting down. Though this one I think makes you look like you're just letting out a sneaky one.
My hips feel really tight when I do that.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a good one to loosen up the hips.
Yeah. And then we're going to go into more of a straight up lifted heel raise with the tummies lifted as well. That's it. So who's joining me next Saturday in Paddock Wood?
Yeah. I'd love to do that. If I was in Kent still, I can't.
That's a shame. Who's joining me the following Saturday in Woking? No? There's an EDS event happening in Woking that they've invited me to.
Cool.
Yes. There we go. And then lower the heels. And I'd like you to lift the toes but keep the balls of your feet on the floor. But then double check you're not locking your knees back at the same time. That's it. And then I'd like you to lift the balls of your feet one at a time. So your toes are lifted and spread, but you're just lifting the balls one at a time. It's quite intense, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah, I feel that in my shin.
Good. Okay, then lower the balls and lower the toes on one side and then lift. And lower the toes on the other side and lift. And just double check about those knees if you're standing. Maybe even think about your shoulders. Has anyone lifted their shoulders up? Did you notice I did then too? There we go. And then shake it out. Whew. Okay, we're going into roll downs now, but very gentle, relaxed, lazy roll downs. Okay? So I'd like you to lift up the tummy and keep the arms relaxed and literally just bring yourself down with your knees soft and then bring yourself back up. So very small, gentle, like you're just unrolling yourself.
Leanne, I find your music either being very loud or kind of your music's going up and down a lot.
Yeah.
There we go. Cool.
That better?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
I could just not talk if you want. Just have music.
Yeah, it's gone like the old days where the music goes fuzzy and
Yeah, I think it must be a Zoom update because I'm having problems with music at the moment.
Yeah. Because you found a way, didn't you, to make it good?
Weird. And then when you're ready, give yourselves a wiggle. I have definitely put the mic on, haven't I? La 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 la. Yes, I have. Good. Okay, sliding down a wall. So I want you to imagine you're against a wall, and then you're literally just sliding up and down it like this. If you're sitting, you're going to slide and back, but you're still against that wall, so you're still really tall against the wall as you slide that leg away and back. That's it. Okay, now we're going to hinge. So the only bit that's going to hinge is here. So the hips are going to stay exactly where they are as you bring yourself forward, keeping your spine as straight as possible and then coming back up again. Your knees will want to lock, but see if you can keep them quite soft as you do this. As you hinge and come back up. That's it. Lifting up your belly. That's it.
Oh.
Well done.
Oh, that's a bit.
And then final one. That's it. And then we're going to go like this. That's it. And if it's available to you, bring your hands behind your head. Just make sure your shoulders are down. If that doesn't work for you, this is fine. It just depends if you're poxy or if you've got the shoulders, or this is fine too. Okay? So I'd like you to once again slide down a wall. So if you're sitting, your legs are wider and you're going to be sliding that foot forward and back. That's it. And do adjust the angle of your knees if they feel uncomfortable. Sometimes just a very slight change can make a massive difference. So we're going to slide down and then we're going to rotate and return and rotate and return and then come back up again. Whew. And then back down. This time we're going to side stretch and return, side and return, and push yourself back up. All good? Yeah?
I feel a
If
bit
you're-
dizzy when I do that.
You get dizzy? Sit down, Sophie.
What's it? Yeah.
So we're going to do it all over again. So you're going to, like this, if you're sitting. But Sophie, if you're getting dizzy, I'd keep your hands here.
Oh, thanks.
That's it. And then return. And then we're going to side stretch. And return. And side stretch. And return. Just realised I was holding on to my head.
Make sure it doesn't fall off. It feels like mine's gonna do.
Then when you're ready, return back up and give yourself another one of those really nice lazy roll downs. Remember, you can do this sitting as well. So folding and folding back up again, peeling up, lifting up your tummies. Okay, into stars and balance. So, lifting up, finding your really tall, lengthened star. So you're really scooping up that body as you move to one side. And then return.
You make it look so easy.
And looking after your hips, if you're sitting, you could lengthen here and move like this, okay? Sometimes this angle, people get it a bit wrong and it ends up hyperextending a little bit, so just be careful. Well done. There we go, so nice and tall and lifted. Well done. And one more each side. Okay, I've got a challenge for anyone who fancies it. So what we're going to do is those who are doing this one, we're then going to angle like this.
Okay.
And then return. Okay, so I'll do it again. Like this. And then angle like this and
Are
return.
you keeping your foot the same angle?
If you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So again. Out to the thigh. And then we're going to reach. And return. And you'll really feel how your waist is working really hard as you do this. That's it. If the arms above head is getting too much for you, you know, Potsy stuff or MCASI stuff, you can go here as well. It's absolutely fine. Ooh. Well done. I find this one really hard because that change and shift of direction is tough on balance.
Quite nice feeling, actually.
Good.
If you can stop wobbling.
If you think about all that fascia that's moving as well,
Yeah.
so those lines that you're gliding. Okay, we've got one more and then we are actually going into our real roll downs. And then give yourselves a wiggle. Okay, ready for some roll downs?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this. So enjoy them. I'll be quiet. Just do whichever ones you like. If you want to do your planks, go for it. Remember all those tricks that you know about pots as you're rolling back up, squeezing the legs, squeezing the buttocks, lifting the tummy, and not letting it go instantly the minute you get up to the top. Yeah, let's do one more together. And then we're going to get down onto the floor, onto our bottoms.
Arms.
There we are. Michelle, that was a gorgeous plank. Beautifully positioned, well done. Right, onto our bums. And I'd like you to sit in a diamond like this. But with diamonds like this, often we try and force our legs down, and I try to encourage you not to let them force down. So I'd like you to hold onto them as well, so that you're giving them support from not going too wide. That's it. And those of you who are quite stiff in the hips and you have not got hypermobility, you might want to put a little bit of support there that way instead of this way. Then I'd like you to sit up really tall. So you're scooping the belly, you're sitting up, your shoulders are down. Now, if you're seated on a chair with this one, just be careful of your ankle not like rolling inwards. So be careful of that. So you may or may not have your feet like this, but just try and keep the ankles as straight as you can. You might end up doing this instead. Okay, with your feet down. Okay, so we're here. That's it. And I'd like you to keep your hands on your knees, your shoulders down, your shoulders in their sockets, as you scoop the belly, curve the spine very gently, curve, and then breathe out as you lift yourself up so you can really get the core muscles activating. And then I'd like you to lift your chest to the sky as well. So shoulders back and down, chest to sky. Can you see my head's not hanging back? That's it, well done. And then gently C-curve. And then coming up tall. Gorgeous, everybody. Okay, then we're going to move down onto the floor. If you're on your chair, bring your bum to the front of your chair and then lean back against it. And if you're on your chair, you're going to lift one knee up very gently. If you're able to reach it, you could hug it and then replace it back down. So you're doing it really smoothly and slowly as you do this. If you're lying down, you're going to hug and then lift the other leg and then lower it back down and swap. So you're going to hug the knee in, lengthen the leg, lower it back down and swap. If you want to do the more traditional version of single leg stretch, feel free to pull and push as you do this one, just keeping the shoulders relaxed as you push and push. Think about the angles, think about keeping your heels level with each other. Think about keeping your shin level with the ceiling. And think about breathing at the same time. Okay. Well done. So very gently. So we're all getting a bit of a thigh workout, whichever version we're doing. There we go. And then lower back down and sway the knees side to side. If you're sitting, then you might want to lift the heels to sway the knees. Love it, Sahira.
Have a banana.
So Sahira's having a banana and a dance all at the same time.
Excellent.
Okay. Then I would like you to, I've got a picture of this, just trying to work it out. Lengthen one leg and reach the other foot over the top like this. Okay? So if you're sitting down, you may end up bringing the foot over the ankle instead. It just depends what availability you've got in your hips as you're here. So this is quite a nice stretch. Can you feel it? You're getting
Where are you meant to feel it?
a bit of a lengthening here.
Yeah.
You're getting an opening of this hip. It's a gentle one, so I'm not going to encourage you to move too much in that one. You could even just open the hip up a bit more, and then you're opening up the pelvis. Just be careful of your kneecap, depending on where your ankle's resting. And then we're going to swap. So slide it down and swap. That's it. So ideally the ankle needs to be resting above or below the kneecap. As we breathe. And then slide away, moving over onto your sides. So if you're seated, you're doing exactly what we're doing. We're going to do the lazy clam. Everything's lazy today. So we're going to lift the leg. If you're seated, you're going to be sliding the leg away from you and back out to the side. So if you're seated, you'll be doing this one. And return. If you really like the traditional clam, line your heels up and move into that one instead if you prefer. But this one, we're getting your abductors. Here we go. Thanks, Suzanne. Do we know who it is? Beth. Cool. Well done. Can someone just say hello really loudly to me?
Hello.
That did it! So my mic starts buzzing for a while if no one talks.
Oh.
And you just fixed it. Thanks. I learnt that from Suzanne's class the other day.
Whoa! Now the dogs are.
We made the dogs bark because we said hello. Okay, now I'd like you to hover and squeeze the buttock. That's it. So hover, squeeze that buttock, and return. If you're seated, I'd like you to push one foot down into the floor and imagine drawing it back, but it's not moving, and then return. Then you're going to swap to the other side. Push down, draw it back, and return. So all of our buttocks are getting some action. And then one more. And bring the leg in front and give it some love. That's it. And either roll over or twizzle. That's it. And we're going to float. So floating up. And down. Or if you're seated, you're sliding out and back. That's it, well done. Then we're going to hover. If you want to rest between, feel free. Otherwise, you could squeeze and return. Remembering if you're seated, you're pushing your foot down into the floor and drawing it back, but not letting it move. Well done. One more, if you can bear it. And then bring in the leg in front and give it some love. That's it. Okay, we're going to push ourselves into seated, so take your time. And the legs, I'd like you to bring them in front, but keep the knees quite soft. That's it. Do make room for bellies, so you could bring the bellies between the legs. That's it. Fantastic. And here I'd like you to slide your hands down. That's it, curving your spine. And here, if it feels all right to you, lengthen the legs. There's a nice little stretch. And then curve, bring the legs back as you bring yourself back tall. So if I go sideways, so you're here, you're going to curve, sliding the hands down the legs, lengthen the legs, bring the legs back as you bring yourself tall.
Well, that feels really satisfying.
It's a floss, isn't it?
It is a floss. I'd be flossing.
Yes. That's it. So if you're
Yeah, that's
seated,
nice.
it's very similar, but I don't know if it's as satisfying. What do you think, Karen?
Oh, I've not tried moving my feet yet.
I love it. Karen, you could do separate if you want to. Hazel, what do you think? Are you getting any flossing going on?
No, I'm not moving my feet.
Oh, okay. You're sticking with the curve.
Yeah.
Let's do one more floss together. And then keep the legs lengthened and push yourself into your tallest position. That's it. Well done. So you're nice and tall, your tummy's lifted. If you're seated, rotate and reach to the knee. If you're seated on the floor, rotate and reach towards the toe. And then return.
That confused me because we're all seated.
I know.
Yeah, I was just doing the first one thinking I wasn't seated.
Oh. So get that lift in between each one. And one more. There we go. And then keep that tallness, keep that lift in your tummy as you reach up towards the sky, breathing in. And exhale, press those hands down past your chest in honour of just a very gentle, stretchy, hippie open-y tummy thingy today.
I like the combination of that.